All right, y'all, we are live on this beautiful Friday afternoon. Blessings to everybody in the name of Jesus, Yeshua, the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray you and your family are super blessed, as Bitcoin has just gotten an epic short squeeze, guys. And I have to say, I have been glued to the dang Bitcoin chart since 7 in the morning, waiting for a long trade, okay? And I almost missed this one. I almost didn't take this one. I took it. In fact, you guys are going to be shocked. I'm only on 7x leverage. Isn't that crazy? And actually, it's just coincidental. I don't know why I'm on 7x leverage. I just happen to be on it. But we have gotten a squeeze. We're going to be talking about what's going to happen. I have not closed out the epic short trade from the exact top, all right? So I am schlong, baby. Long from 4,650, short still from 48,640, and we're going to be getting into the analysis. I'm going to be telling you guys exactly what I am looking for, exactly what I am looking to happen right now, and we're going to be talking about, is this short squeeze, first of all, why are we getting this pump, and where is this pump headed? We got to understand the context of the markets right now. What has initiated this giant short squeeze of so far about 4%. Okay, where are we rejecting right now? We are hitting right now into the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. This is why we are finding resistance right now. This is why we're getting a little bit of a wick to the downside. Shout out to everybody in the chat. As usual, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes within the first half hour of this streaming, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right, I'm up on the day right now, 0.0831 Bitcoin. I will gladly be giving away $1,000 of this to you guys because you support the channel, and I love you and I appreciate all of you. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat right now. All right, shout out to First Coast Crypto. Shout out to Big Butts 28. She's got it with the chickens. Shout out to Alex. What are my thoughts on Ethereum? We could get into a little bit of Ethereum, all right? Shout out to Dragny says pump is over. Jungle Bowie says this is a mess. 7x for my last stream when explaining leverage, LOL. Shout out to Andreas. He says Jason shaved. I did shave, all right? I shaved, yeah. I shaved. Shout out to Big Butts 28. She said, you know what, Jason, I really don't like it when you don't shave. I said, well, babe, hey, you know. Shout out to Joker's Wild. Shout out to Matt Meon. Shout out to Alton. He says, let's go. 50K. Shout out to Splashfire Films. Shout out to Mads Hansen. Hey, from Denmark. Shout out to Tom Crown. Get hype. It's spicy as refrigerators. Shout out to Tom Crown. Jason going live for the spice. The 3 p.m. volume spike is coming. That's right, man. The 3 p.m. volume spike is coming. Are we going to see a short squeeze over the weekend? Guys, make sure to like the stream. If we get 1,000 likes during the first half hour, giving away $1,000, all right? Been giving away $1,000 for a long time. Shout out to Danny Mate. Greetings from Bulgaria. Greetings to you. Shout out to Eric. What is going on, my man? Shout out to Xavier. Shout out to Reflex. Shout out to Best Fen Beats. Beautiful 1 hour div. Let's go. Are we going to 39K? I don't know. All right. I'm going to tell you guys exactly like how I'm reading the charts. Today's been a weird day. All right. Today's been a very, very strange day. I was not expecting this move to the upside. I was actually expecting a little bit lower, actually a lot lower, but I still don't think we're out of the bearish woods yet, guys, right? We've only had about a, what is this now? About a 4% move to the upside after an insane, let's see, from that high. I don't know. I can't do math, and that's a great reminder that this is not financial advice, and I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy on the internet with a Market Cypher tank top. Shout out to CryptoFace. Shout out to Market Cypher. Shout out to Flopping Groper, killing it with the new content on the Nick Cypher YouTube channel. Just the guy with the plunger on the face, guys. All right, sipping those plunger gains. Great stuff. All right. So, let's see. Shout out to Trader Geo. He wanted to take the low. I did too, Trader Geo. As you can see, my entry is not on point right here. All right, my entry on this long is, I waited for a 30-minute candle close on that baby. All right, I waited for the 30-minute candle close, and then I limited in a little bit here. That bullish engulfing 30-minute candle kind of convinced me here. that this could be a short squeeze. We had not many sellers coming in, and all of a sudden a whole bunch of buyers coming in, and then all of a sudden a bullish engulfing on a 30-minute. I was waiting for lower. I almost didn't even take this trade, but I thought, you know what? Doing it for the YouTube, baby. Just kidding. I'm in an epic short, so, you know. It is what it is. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Raza. Shout out to BB28. She says, "Ew, you didn't." I did. I drank from the plunger, babe. So later on, when you're feeling my freshly shaven face, just remember. All right. Shout out to Crypto Carnage. He says, "WTF just happened. I was expecting that CME gap to fill." Shout out to Mel G. Shout out to VB Asta. Shout out to Jet Riggs. I'm sorry to hear that. Shout out to Steve, 44K Easy. Shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to James. Greetings from Kenya. Guys, let me know where you're from in the chat right now. All right? All right, so let's talk about what exactly is happening with the Bitcoin price. We, in fact, if we take a look at, we'll take a look at Coinbase. We'll start on the 4-hour time frame. All right? Man, this is crazy price action, all right? I'm not going to lie. This is insane price action. Alrighty. So, just a little bit of local context before we dive into the charts, guys. What has happened here is essentially we have gotten a move down to the lows, and then we've gotten a massive short squeeze, and we are currently finding resistance right now at the local Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from the last lower high in this downtrend to the low that we made about 2 hours ago. This is a major area of resistance. If we cannot reclaim this area right here of around 42K, I'd say 42K is crucial. There's a really good chance we are going to take these lows and come down to much lower prices over the weekend. All right. So let's hop on over to our actual chart and let's go through. Yo. Oh no. Oh no. We've been muted this whole time. Oh my goodness, that's crazy, guys. All right. We are muted. We're back. We are back. We are saying that the Bitcoin price has come up to the key Fibonacci level that we come up to every single bull market, right? 618 Fibonacci. We get a rejection from there. This is the context of the market right now. And we're going back in history and looking at every other single bull bear market cycle, noticing that when we come up to that Fibonacci 618 level, this is where we get our big retracement leading into the halving, leading into the next bull market. This white line right here represents the halving. And last market cycle, we rejected from the Fibonacci 618. We get a move back down right to that key support into the halving. Boom, off to the horse races. It has happened 3 times in the past and potentially is also happening right now. So this is the context of the market. Now, if you guys know anything about fib levels, all right, Nicola Fibonacci, the guy who kind of discovered the Fibonacci sequence, if you've read any of his work, then you know that the 618 Fibonacci level is actually a really hot girl named 6Juanita. Here's a picture of her. The girl that I really loved in high school. I thought she also loved me, but it turns out she did not like me like that. She liked me, but not like that, right? You guys know what I'm talking about? So when I asked her out, huge rejection, okay? Purple candles right from the 6Juanita level, bear flag, and then once I realized, wow, I'm really in the friend zone, I got another move to the downside. Now, notice something else. Why did she reject me? I thought we would have matching Bencoin tattoos and live happily ever after. Not so. She rejected me because she wasn't into nice guys like Jason Casper. She was into criminals like this guy, Sam Bankman-Fried. And if we look at Sam Bankman-Fried's nipperlonis right here, they are very upside down and very crooked. And we can see his money flow getting lower and his momentum waves are getting lower as we were asking 6Juanita out on a date. Now, if we take a look right here at Market Cipher B, as we are actually asking 6Juanita out on a date just last week, we can see that indeed the money flow and the momentum waves are both getting lower. In fact, we can superimpose the mammary glands of this former exchange owner right onto Market Cipher B and see that, wow, it lines up absolutely perfectly. Who would have thunk that? So are we going to see $30,000? Well, that is the target of our retracement here. Okay, that is the target of our retracement right now. And absolutely, guys, you know, in the Casper crew, we took the juicy short trade. A number of us took it. Boyan took it. I took it. I let everyone know when I was shorting in the New York Open live stream. Setup was given in advance. Took that short from 48 to 640. Still open right now, up 356% in profits. The reason why we were looking at that short trade is because of our heartbreak story of Sam Bankman-Fried stealing our girl back in high school. Okay, who would have known? If I had known that heartbreak would have led to my own financial gain, I would have embraced it more, okay? But times have changed, and I hope that she regrets rejecting me now that Sam Bankman-Fried is, you know, locked up. Now, here's something else that we need to keep in mind here. We have been waiting so long for this low right here at $40,132 to get taken out. Why have we been waiting for that? Because this rejection is not final. There's still a chance that she will go out on a date with me if we can hold above this key level of 40,000, about 40,200. Let's just round down, okay? So a lot of us have been waiting, saying, look, once we come below this low, it's official. We've made a lower low on the daily time frame. Now we can wait for a lower high, and eventually we can come back down to some of these key support resistance flips, like around that $30,000 to $32,000 level, which is massive support, which will give us our huge, ginormous bounce into the next bull market, where all the open mouth thumbnails will be spread around YouTube with the epic titles, myself included. All right, I've already got the thumbnails ready to go. Shout out to Tom Crown with the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. That's amazing, man. Thank you. I appreciate you. He says, YouTube raking in the fees on these. LFG, Jason Casper, 100% worth it. Hype it up, baby. Yeah, we're going to be making those open mouth thumbnails. Me and Tom Crown might even do a collab thumbnail together. Who knows? Okay. So why are we getting a bounce right now? What happened here? Why did we front run this level that we've all been waiting for? The only thing I can see here is the CME futures Bitcoin market did in fact take the low and get a little bounce from the beginning of this gap, right? We had this gap right here, basically, on the CME futures chart from the break out above 39,240, and we are bouncing right now from the beginning of that gap, and we've actually taken the low on the CME futures chart. Now, we have only done this on the CME futures chart. We have not done this on Bybit. We have not done this on Coinbase. We have not done this on any other exchange. And so for me, as we're heading into a weekend, I'm going to be telling you exactly what I am looking for right now. First of all, I do not believe that I still remain a little bit I still remain more bearish than bullish. Let's just put it that way. I still remain more bearish than bullish. I'm still expecting lower prices here, just because of the way the 2-week market cipher B is looking. We take a look at the 2-week market cipher B printing a red dot, which we'll confirm in another week. Okay, so we have time. The weekly market cipher B, the VWAP is way pointing down now. It wasn't before, it is now. The daily time frame, market cipher B. Look at how bearish this looks. Okay, money flow is coming out. Momentum waves are getting lower. And even when we look at some of these lower time frames, like the 4-hour time frame, it does not look very bullish to me like it did back at these previous lows. All right. Now, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel because we have been giving you the juicy content for free right here on this channel, right? I made a video back on December 27th, right, where I let everybody know I was longing Bitcoin, $500,000 long position from the low. And then I let everybody know where my target was at the high, at that Fibonacci golden pocket at 48,600. And we have been giving you step by step right here. So make sure to subscribe. We are well on our way to 200,000 subscribers. That's crazy. We only need 90,000 more subscribers to get to 200,000. Also, guys, huge shout out to the Casper crew because I know a lot of you guys took that short along with me that we gave in the Casper crew. Shout out to our sponsors of the channel, ZoomX. If you want to trade Bitcoin and altcoins, I'm trading on ZoomX. I'm also trading on MEXC. All right, MEXC, the best fees in the game. I'm also trading on BingX. And if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where every single day we do multiple live streams. And we have a great community, multiple instructors giving their levels, their setups, and stuff like that. You can go to jasoncaspertrading.com, click the link to join the VIP Discord. We had a great time yesterday playing games. Gave away $2,500 worth of prizes. It was an epic time yesterday. Shout out to all of you in the Casper crew. Now, what is going to be happening with Bitcoin? We have taken that low on the CME. Well, we're heading into a weekend, guys. We are heading into a weekend, and it would not surprise me if we get some kind of a short squeeze. All right, we are already getting a short squeeze after we made that low. If we take a look at an order flow chart here, we can see that it's been basically just shorts getting wrecked this entire way up. If we turn on the net longs and the net shorts, look at this, guys. The entire way up. Well, first of all, the context of the short squeeze is even on the entire way down, we saw shorts and longs closing their positions. So this last little move that we got to the downside here before we started to get the move to the upside, we saw traders losing interest in opening positions. Shorts were not opening, longs were not opening. And then once we came down here to the exact bottom, very interestingly enough, we see in one candle, 6 million longs open up out of nowhere. 6 million longs open up out of nowhere. And so there's not a lot of sellers down here. There's not a lot of buyers down here. So all of a sudden we had buyers step in, get a little push to the upside, and then we start to see this massive 30-minute bullish engulfing candle. And once that candle closed, we see just shorts getting absolutely wrecked along the way up. This entire move up has been fueled not by people longing, right? We've seen a few longs come in, not really. In fact, in general, we've seen longs close out, right? A few longs opening up and then taking profit at the golden pocket. But in general, this move up has just been shorts closing out. So there's not actually any real money coming in right now that is facilitating this move to the upside. It's simply just shorts getting wrecked. And it also is because there was not very much activity. There was not very much buying and selling happening down here at these lows in general. And so let's talk about the key areas of resistance that we have above us. I really wanted to take out this low. And I do think actually that we are going to eventually take out that low. But here's what we need to be aware of right now. First of all, the first major area of resistance that we are coming up to right now is actually where we are. Literally right now, this is the first resistance. If we take a look at the daily time frame, we have this daily order block right over here from the candle open of Monday, and we are basically coming back up to back test this area. This area used to be support. In fact, this level 41,650, let's say give or take, if we go back in history, we can see that 41,650 has actually been respected as a support resistance flip going all the way back to December 12th. Right? It was resistance, support, support, support. Then we had the daily order block right here. And now, once again, it's acting as our resistance. And not only that, but if we take the Fibonacci golden pocket pull from the last local high that we made right here to the low, you can see we're coming right into, once again, our high school crush, the Fibonacci 6 Juanita level, and also right above the 618 is the 786 level. Here's a picture of the 786 fib. 6 Juanita is not going to go out on a date with you because you're in the friend zone. 786 might not go out on a date with you because she might not be into dudes. In fact, some people think it's just me dressed up with funny hair, and I don't think that that's true. But you guys let me know what you think about that, all right? So that's going to be our first level. If we can hold a candle close, specifically, if we can hold a 4-hour candle close above 42,000, let's just call it 42,000 because it is definitely a zone, then we could see more short squeeze over the weekend. Notice how important this level looks when we zoom in on the 4-hour time frame, right? This was last Friday's low. This was last Friday's low, and is this going to be this Friday's high? It's a very, very important support resistance flip right here. And so if we can come up above this level, then what are we looking at? Well, in my opinion, then we're looking at two key zones as well. First of all, Fibonacci golden pocket from the high to the low. We have this very important $46,000 level right here, which is the Fibonacci golden pocket retest. All right, and then before we even get to that, we have a very important support resistance flip coming in right here at this wick at 44,300, give or take. Why are these the most important levels? Well, first of all, if we are going to continue now in this local downtrend from the high that we made at the initial 6 Juanita Fibonacci, then if we start to reclaim support, if we start to reclaim resistances as supports, that means we could really look for more movement to the upside, right? So this right now is the doorway to higher prices. Now, if we come back inside of this range, around that $42,000 zone, then we're simply just back inside of this clearly defined sideways range, where it's more probable than not that we just make our way back up toward the top of that range, right? And the top of this range is a previous level of support as well. So we're taking it basically level to level. When we're looking at the price action, we need to be identifying where are those sideways ranges, because that's going to identify for us what is low and what is high, right? This green box right here at 42K used to be low. It was low all week. Now that we've lost that level, what used to be low is now high, right? Same with this level up here, $44,000. This was our floor. It was the top. It was the ceiling back here in the beginning of January. Then it became our floor on Wednesday, January 10th. We lost the floor. So what used to be the floor is now the ceiling at $44,000. And then, of course, why is $46,000 so dang important? There's a few reasons, but the most important reason is because it is the Fibonacci 618.65 zone right in this area. And if we are going to see more downside, and if this was a significant high, the most probable place for us to get a retracement up to before another move to the downside is going to be that $46,000 618 level. In fact, if we reclaim the $46,000 618 Fibonacci zone, I will say, yeah, we probably take out the high that we made from Thursday, January 11th. Is it probable? I would say based on everything that I see right now, no, it's not probable. Okay, I'm actually still expecting another move to the downside, potentially quite a significant more move to the downside. So, look, I've hit a TP1 on the long trade. I'm going to be holding this now that I've secured a profit on this trade, and I'm still holding the short trade from the setup we gave in the Casper crew. And yeah, so let's talk about levels to the let's talk about levels to the downside, where I think we could come down to if some of these areas of resistance start to now give us a push to the downside. So a huge shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Tom Crown with the $100 super chat. We got about 1,300 people in here, only about 300 likes. Guys, we have been streaming for 20 minutes. Another 10 minutes we have to get 1,000 likes so we can give away 1,000 USDT. All right? 1,000 USDT. I want to share these profits with you guys, all right? I want to share these profits with you guys. So make sure to like the stream. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Let's see who we got in the chat right now. Shout out to Ian Diaz. Shout out to Sharp, win 46K. Let's see what happens over the weekend. We really need to see how this, in my opinion, this next 4-hour candle, and more specifically this daily candle, is going to be super, super important. If this daily candle can close above 42K, that is, in my opinion, that is a bullish close, even though we're heading into a weekend. And the reason why it's a bullish close, guys, is because remember, the context right now is that we are trading in this sideways range right here, right? This is our sideways range that were trading before we lost it. And so if we close the daily candle back inside of here, this just looks like a fake out to the downside. A good old fake out to the downside, right? Now that if we close the daily candle above this level, that is bullish, in my opinion. And yeah, we will see those higher prices of $44,000 and then potentially $46,000 next. All right. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Heavy Machine Gun. Shout out to Count Zeppelin. Shout out to Crypto Poppy. 10-hour close in 34 minutes. Looking good. Interesting. Shout out to Rakesh from India. God bless you, man. Shout out to Muhammad Omar. First time here. Seems like an awesome community. Well, God bless you, Muhammad Omar. Hope you stick around the channel, my friend. How far do I walk on this machine every day? I don't even know, Braveheart. Maybe like 20,000 steps. I'm actually trying to take it a little bit easier, right? I've been trying to take it a little bit easier because I've been on this new program that I'm doing in the gym, and I haven't been hitting my numbers. So I've been walking a little bit less, eating a little bit more, seeing how that works out for me. So I just love to walk. I love staying active, you know, energy. Shout out to Alex. All right. Shout out to the digital gold token. Shout out to Armstrong with the palm tree and the coconut. Shout out to Kieo. God bless you, Jamie Moore. Mr. Wolf. Mr. Woof. Shout out to Cryptoverse. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Looks like a bearish retest. It does for now, okay? It does for now. So once again, let's keep in mind that this entire thing so far has been a short squeeze. There's no real power behind this move. There was no power behind the move down, and there's no power behind the move up, right? There's no power behind the move down, and there's no power behind the move up. How do we know this? Because we can look at the open interest throughout the entirety of this move, and we can see that along the way, even after we lost VWAP today, right? This entire move to the downside was not fueled by people shorting, all right? We saw a lot of traders opening up positions right above the VWAP here. Most of them actually were opening up long trades here, which did lead to some bearish absorption, right? We saw a lot of longs open above the VWAP, and for good reason. We reclaimed the VWAP, and we got a retest on VWAP. Excellent place to be looking for a long. Seriously, so yeah, but then what started to happen was we saw some bearish CVD here. We saw those long trades being absorbed by bigger players. They were unable to push the price higher. And then once we lost VWAP, surprisingly, we didn't see a lot of people shorting. We saw a lot of shorts actually closing out. We also saw a lot of longs closing out. And then this entire move to the upside is also on a decrease of open interest. Open interest is simply just telling us, are traders entering into new positions or are they not? So if a move is happening and traders are leaving the market, that means it's not a real move powered by money coming into the market in one direction or another. It's a move primarily powered by people closing their positions. If I close a long trade, well, it looks like a short trade in the order book. If I close a short trade, it looks like a long trade on the order book, right? Closing a short is a buy order. And so all these shorts now getting stopped out along the way up, it looks like buy orders, and those buy orders are causing the price to go up here. Now, if we start to see, especially over the weekend, longs coming in or just more shorts getting out of the market, over the weekend, it doesn't take very much volume to move the price, right? A lot of the big money takes off the weekend because they're normal humans and they want to spend time with their family. But us degen, plunger on the head traders who don't sleep and don't eat and just walk on the treadmill all day trading Bitcoin, we're still here, all right? And some of us have enough money to push the price when the big money is sitting on the sidelines. Okay, so watch this $42,000 level, because if we close above this, the potential for a $44,000 Bitcoin is very much so the case, because this is our next support resistance flip. It's just so clear, guys. Look at this level on the chart, right? Why is 44,000 so important? You don't need to be any kind of fancy analyst to see that this was literally our support, our resistance on December 4th. It was our resistance on December 9th. It was our resistance on December 21st. It was our resistance all throughout the beginning of January, and then it was our support back here on Wednesday, January 10th. And so clearly, this is going to be that next key zone, right? We're just taking it level to level. We're looking historically, where did price find a sticking point? This is how we're going to get our targets to the upside and to the downside. So let's talk about downside targets right now. To the downside, I would say this. we do have that CME futures gap right here that will be filled at 39,225. Okay, so a lot of people are looking at this gap to be filled. My personal opinion is, although yes, this is going to be a key zone of support down here below 40K, it is my personal opinion that we are probably going to see a drop that is much more intense than a lot of people are expecting, okay? Because typically, when we have lows like this, and everybody's waiting for the lows to be taken, and we kind of come down and get a little bounce and come down and get a little bounce and come down, you know, eventually that level does not do what everybody wants it to do. Everybody wants this. They want us to fill the gap and then get a bounce like this. That's what everybody wants. Everybody's expecting that to happen. What happens when that doesn't happen? Here's what happens when that doesn't happen. This entire zone right here is filled with liquidity in the market, over-leveraged longs, all right? Over-leveraged longs that have been opening up positions, trailing their stop losses underneath these lows. And if we start to come below that CME gap, these guys are going to get to be stopped out, okay? Now, what happens when a whole bunch of longs get stopped out? It pushes the price down lower, because on the order book, a long stop loss is a sell order, just like what's happening now, where all these shorts that are getting stopped out is pushing the price up. On the CBD, it looks like longs are coming in. They're not really longs coming in, they're shorts closing. We can see the opposite of that happen if we don't fill this gap. Which means, guys, we could come down to much lower than what people are hoping for. So we need to be prepared for that. So where are some of the key zones? Well, for me, I have a few areas in mind. First of all, I am quite much so interested in this level right here. We've got this important support resistance flip right around $38,000, give or take. Why $38,000, give or take? Because $38,000, as you can see right here, is the last the last higher low that we made on the daily time frame here in this sloppy looking gross uptrend. It's also the only support resistance flip level that we actually have along the way up. This is the only level where we can look across multiple days and say, I can draw a straight line here where for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days in a row, a whole week of price action. I mean, more than a week of price action, but actually 7 daily candles actually found some kind of resistance at this level. And so because it used to be resistance, we could look at it for support. So that's going to be around that $38,000 level. And there's a lot of room, and there's a lot of areas down here where we could actually find support. So it's kind of going to be a big zone for me. But in general, I'm leaning towards, if we do start to lose 40K, we're going to get a more significant drop than what more people are kind of expecting. And so potentially we come back down into this area right here, right, where we have a lot of liquidity here that can get grabbed, and we have this this little kind of ascending triangle pattern that was forming right here, and this is where we actually find our support to then eventually get a bounce like this, let's say, and then I would be looking for a lower high, and then I would be looking to come back down and retest around that $32,000 level, because $32,000, guys, is our massive support resistance flip, where, you know, this is basically the doorway into the bull market, right? We can see 32K. This was our support all throughout the last bull market, support in the bull market. Once we lose it, it's resistance in the bear market, resistance in the bear market. And along this breakout, we have had no significant retest. So it makes the most sense that we come down and retest what used to be resistance, now is support, to show that, yes, Bitcoin is respecting this bull market area of support. And this is in line with everything that we've seen for Bitcoin, you know, going back now since Bitcoin's inception, right? Since the inception, right? We go to the 6-day time frame. What do we see? We see that the last bull cycle, when Bitcoin rejected from the 618, we came back down to test that support, the bull market support, once again holding, bam, yes, Bitcoin is entering into the bull market. We see it back here, 2016. What happened? We rejected, we came back down to retest. It was a quick wick, but nonetheless, we came back down to retest this key zone right here. And then boom, into the halving, into the bull market. It happened also back here in 2012, guys. We come back down, we retest the bull market support. The market is showing, yes, what used to be support in the bull market and resistance in the bear market is once again support. Cue the bull market, cue the halving, cue the bull market. And so, yeah, it makes the most sense to me that we do come back down and retest that $30,000-ish level. Is it definitely going to happen? Of course not, guys. Of course not. Now, let's take a look at what's happening right now with the Bitcoin price, because we are holding right now. We are holding, all right? We are holding this level, okay? So, let's see what happens here. We are getting a little bit of resistance at this Fibonacci Golden Pocket retest, but we haven't seen a harsh rejection yet, okay? And what else is interesting is we haven't seen a lot of people shorting this. We also haven't seen a lot of people longing this, all right? Did we get our likes? Can we do the giveaway? Unfortunately, no, guys. We did not get enough likes to do the giveaway, all right? We needed 1,000 likes within the first 30 minutes of the stream, but here's the thing. I will give you guys another 5 minutes. If in the next 5 minutes everybody likes the video, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. All right, I will be giving away some of my profits from today. All right, from my daily P&L, 1,000 USDT. It'll be in USDT. All right, even though I'm realizing profit in Bitcoin, because I don't want to give away Bitcoin. I'm sorry, but I want to share the profits with you guys who support the channel, who come and watch, and come and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithms, so that we can get more people in here, so that more people can learn how to trade these markets and not get absolutely wrecked and destroyed. Shout out to Straightway Life. He says, play the dump song. AZTV says the bottom is in. Shout out to Sumer today for the Bitcoin price. And yes, shout out to Mickey Brobeck. Shout out to Crypto Shaman. Shout out to Alexander Valdez. Shout out to Yermiyahu H. Shout out to First Coast Crypto, about to hit a TP2. Shout out to Crypto Coons. He says, smash the likes, everyone. Shout out to Bryce, is the 666th like. All right, shout out to Raj. God bless you, man. You are amazing. I am not. Shout out to Moon Boot Boy. Moon Boot Boy says, just passing by to say God bless you. JC and the rest of you sexy viewers, God bless you too, Moon Boot Boy. Thank you so much for being here. A huge shout out to OG Blockchain in the chat. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for popping on by. Shout out to and he never gives. Yeah, I would give if you'd like the video, my friend. And if you've been here long enough, you know. You guys know that I have many times given away 1,000 USDT during a live stream. All right, but it's on you guys. All you have to do is like the dang video. Is that too much to ask? I'm trying to give away $1,000. You know, I'm trying to share the profits with you, the viewer. Shout out to J-Boy Bullish. How to enter the giveaway? Just like the video, and then we will just randomly pick a name. Why would 1.4K watch not like? I'll tell you why. People listen on their phones when they're driving, when they're in the gym, when they're doing other stuff. It's inconvenient. They figure, everyone else will like. Come on, we all watch videos and don't like, you know. But now that I'm a YouTuber, I do like. But I know what it's like to watch and not like. And the YouTubers are always like the video, like the video. You're like, shut up already. Shut up. I'm not gonna like your dang video, right? I know how it is. I know how it is. All right. Shout out to Dave, shout out to AZTV, shout now Jay, shout out to Renan from Brazil, shout out to Millennial Crypto Investing. What specific level did Bitcoin bounce from? I was looking a little bit lower. Yes, my friend, thank you so much for the super chat. So Bitcoin didn't actually bounce from a level. Okay. I almost didn't take the trade. As you can see, I basically did not get into this trade until we reclaimed this last low here. All right, I almost didn't take the trade. I thought about it and I said, you know what? Hashtag good risk management. Let's go, baby. Hashtag I'm in a short already. Let's go. Okay. So look, we have come down, and it's the level that actually got hit was on the futures chart. All right. A lot of people, I didn't even know this until people talked about it in the Discord. They said that the futures took the low. The CME took the low. So if we take a look at the futures chart here, we can see that we did take the low. And I did forget to say this about this low. You know, we do have, when we look at, let's take a look actually at the 2 hour time frame, because I will say this. the 2-hour time frame looks very, very bullish right now. All right, the 2-hour time frame looks extremely bullish right now. It looked bullish earlier today as well when we came down towards some of these areas. But right now, it does not look very bearish, right? We've got money flow coming up. We got momentum waves coming up. We got a double drive of bull div here on the 2-hour. It looks pretty dang good right now. So this could initiate more of a squeeze to the upside. I hope, actually, guys, I know this sounds crazy, but I would prefer more downside. I just would. I would prefer more downside, okay? I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Shout out to Jordan Navarro. Thoughts on when Crow coin hits $1? Thank you so much for the super chat. My thoughts on when Crow hits $1. Well, I'll be honest with you. I don't really have any time thoughts about when Crow will hit $1. How high did it get the last cycle? 93 cents. It'll probably be, let's say, so we're maybe around like the spring or the summer of 2025, give or take. Like after Bitcoin hits its all-time high, and then we see the altcoins pump like a wild lady. Like it was the fall of 2021, basically, when Crow hit that all-time high. So yeah, probably mid 2025, I would say. Let's see how it goes. I mean, look, I don't know. I don't really do much analysis on Crow, but thank you so much for the super chat. I really appreciate that. All right, Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a move to the upside right now, guys. All right. What do I think about VeChain or HBAR? I'm bullish on both for the bull market, all right? I'm bullish on both of those assets for the bull market. I really do think that there's a lot of potential in this bull market for these coins that everyone's all hyping up. They are going to perform well, all right? Here's the key. I'll be honest with you. I always try to be honest. These are the times right now before the halving where if you are bullish on an asset, this is the time to be getting in, okay? This is the time to be getting in before things get euphoric, before your friends from high school are like calling you up, texting you, hey, is this still you, Jason? Hey, I was thinking about getting into this random meme coin that I heard about on the internet, right? Before all that stuff, these are the times to get in. This is not financial advice, and I'm not trying to oversimplify it, but historically speaking, since crypto has been a thing, if right around this time in the 4-year cycle, leading right up into the halving, as we're getting that one final kind of pullback, resistance at the Fibonacci golden pocket, if you load your bags up now and hold until the middle of 2025, right? About a year after that halving, and then you sell, historically speaking, you will be in massive profits, okay? So, this is the time to select what coins you want to hold and just assume that, yeah, most of them are probably going to do pretty good. If you're buying them now or DCAing right now, as it's most probable we see the crypto markets get a bit of a pullback in the rest of the month or so, next month or two, right? So, all right, did we get the likes? We didn't get the likes. Dang it, guys, we didn't get the likes. All right, perhaps the next stream, guys. Perhaps the next stream. Shout out to Jordan Navarro. The super chat has been retracted. Okay. All right, well, interesting. All right, interesting. All right. How many different coins do I suggest holding with 10K capital? Alex, here's what I would recommend for anybody who is looking to get into crypto with $10,000. You need to do your own research on this, man. All right. But here's a strategy that I recommend, right? Here's a strategy that I recommend. The strategy that I recommend is get a few, split that capital up between 5 to 10 different projects. And if one of those does crazy and the rest do nothing, you're still in profit. You know what I'm saying? All right. People are saying we got 1K. We said we were giving it 5 more minutes, guys. We were giving it 5 more minutes. It's been past 5 minutes. It's been past 5 minutes, but you know what? Your opinion, best coin? I'm a Bitcoin kind of guy. I'm primarily hodling my Bitcoin, all right? I'm primarily hodling my Bitcoin. Look, guys, we gave it until we've been streaming for 40 minutes. It's been 44 minutes that we've been streaming right now, all right? So technically, you guys didn't like fast enough, but because I'm a nice guy, we're going to do the giveaway, all right? We're going to do the giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway this stream, all right? So congratulations to you guys, all right? Shout out to Ya'an Malik. He says, shout out to our merciful Lord Jesus Christ. Heart, thank you. Amen to that. Shout out to Jesus, Yeshua. May you all be blessed in Jesus' name, in Yeshua's name. Even if you are not religious, I still pray everybody watching and listening is extremely blessed. All right, we are going to do a $1,000 giveaway during this stream, guys. We are going to do a giveaway during this stream. All right, so hang in there. We'll do it. And make sure to keep liking the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. All right. Yeah, we're going to be doing the giveaway, guys. We're doing the giveaway. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Alrighty, guys. All right, guys, so here is the deal. Here is the deal. I'm thinking about how the best way to do this. Man, in about 10 minutes, Bitcoin is going to start pumping like crazy once again. All right, Bitcoin is going to start pumping like crazy once again. All right, shout out to, I see some super chats up in here. All right, shout out to Phantom. He says 42K, let's go, baby. Yeah, are we at 42K right now? We are at 41,800. Trying to get up a little bit higher to that 42K level. Our next area is the 786 fib, and then if we can reclaim that, guys, we're probably going to hit 44K. And if we can reclaim that, we're probably going to hit 46K. And if we can reclaim that, man, we're going to hit some new ATHs, which is code word for all-time highs. And when I say all-time highs, I just mean another high, okay? That's all I mean, another high. That's it, all right? That's it. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see who we got in here. We got a lot of people. All right. Okay, we're about to do a giveaway. All right, make sure to like the stream, guys. Make sure to follow me on Twitter. All right. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at Jason_Casper. All right. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter and retweet this tweet that I just tweeted. Retweet this tweet that I just tweeted. Retweet the tweet. Retweet the tweet. About to give away 1,000 USDT to somebody in the YouTube chat. Make sure to go follow me on Twitter. Make sure to go retweet the dang tweet. All right. Man, look at Bitcoin. We're coming up to that weekly VWAP, confluence with the Fibonacci 786 level. Bullish divergences on the 2-hour right now. Let's see if we can't do it, guys. Let's see if we can't do it. All right, shout out to everybody in here. Shout out to everybody following on Twitter. Shout out to everybody retweeting the tweet. Baja suspended on Twitter. The chat is going absolutely nuts right now. You guys are going absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. All right. It's repost. Whatever, man. Who do you think I am? Some hip, young Gen Z guy all about excited about X and Elon Musk? Nah, man. I'm all about the old school Twitter twatter, baby. Reposting, retweeting. Man, forget this whole X nonsense. I don't like change. I'm stuck in my ways. You can't teach a 33-year-old dog new tricks, all right? I've been on Twitter since before most of you kids were born, baby. All right? Elon Musk with his transhumanist, connecting our brain to the internet type kind of personality coming in to change my Twitter to X. Man, not a big fan of that, baby. You know what I'm saying? All right, guys, so here's what I'm going to do. All right? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to the live chat, all right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you guys to just spam the chat. Spam the chat. Spam the chat. Okay? And I'm going to take a random screenshot. I'm going to count down from 10 and take a random screenshot. And whoever's name is highlighted by my mouse cursor wins $1,000. If you win, I will make you a moderator so that you can post an address. And you post that address and I will send you the crypto, okay? Guys, we're doing a $1,000 giveaway, all right? Let's do it. 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 Let's go, baby. Spam the dang chat, guys. Spam the chat as hard as possible. Spam the chat. Bitcoin, pumping or dumping, we don't know. Spam the chat. Let's go, baby. You guys are spamming the chat. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6.5, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and kaboom, baby. All right, let's see who it is. Our winner is... What the heck? All right, the digital gold token. Shout out to the digital gold token. Great beat, homie. The digital gold token is our winner. Digital gold token, the digital gold token. I'm going to try and find you the digital gold token. It's going to be next to impossible to find you, buddy. Digital gold token. Post something in chat quick, man. The digital gold token. Post something in chat quick, man. Hurry. The digital gold token. Shout out to the digital gold token. Oh, man, this is going so dang fast. I should have put it on slow mode, baby. The digital gold token. Where you at? Where you at, man? The digital gold token. Aha! I got you, bro. I got you. All right, I'm going to make you a moderator. All right? I'm going to make you a moderator. Now that you're a moderator, my friend, put in your USDT address into the chat. The digital gold token, put your USDT address into the chat. And we will send you over 1,000 USDT. Shout out to the digital gold token. Shout out to the digital gold token. Man, that is a smooth giveaway, guys. That is a smooth giveaway compared to the way we used to do it, man. That is one smooth giveaway. Shout out to the digital gold token. All right, I got you, bro. I got you, digital gold token. All right, man. Thank you so much, digital gold token, for playing the game. I really appreciate you, man. I really appreciate you. All right. I'm about to send you 1,000 USDT, baby. 1,000 USDT. Shout out to everybody giving a thumbs down. I appreciate all of you. May God bless you guys giving a thumbs down. That's real cool. Appreciate it. Shout out to Crypto Viking for the super chat. Pump it to the moon, baby. Pump it to the moon. All right. Let's see here. All right, man. We are about to send 1,000 USDT to our man. All right, if anybody just joined in the stream now, we just did a $1,000 giveaway. Digital gold token is our winner. I'm about to send him 1,000 USDT. So that's what I'm doing right now. Boom. Sent, baby. Just sent. Just sent, man. So, that will be arriving soon. Now, back to the Bitcoin price action. Bitcoin right now is finding some resistance at the Fibonacci 618 level. Currently finding resistance at the Fibonacci 618 level. And if we can reclaim this level, we are going to be getting another push to the upside. So if anybody is just joining the stream now, the reason why Bitcoin is getting a bounce is because we did bounce from a gap on the CME futures chart. Okay, it was a gap on the CME futures chart. We didn't fill the gap. We bounced from the top of the gap. All right, we bounced from the top of the gap. So let's take a look at the actual chart. We bounced from the top of the gap. Once we got that bounce, we ended up getting a bullish engulfing candle on the 30-minute time frame with some bullish divergences. And yes, look at this beautiful bullish engulfing candle on the 30-minute time frame that we got right here after coming down to tap that gap. You guys ever tapped the gap? Shout out to the gap tappers in the chat. All right, we got a nice bullish engulfing candle on the 30-minute. Candle closed, and we have some pretty nice bullish divergences right here as well. And so I took a long trade, a little bit front running where I was actually looking to take a long trade from, right? Which is why, if you take a look at my entry, it is after we got that 30-minute bullish engulfing candle close here. Let's take a look. All right. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. You have to have Twitter? Nah, you don't have to. I just want people to retweet me. I actually, at first I was going to do it to people who were going to retweet. Then I realized that would be way too complicated. All right. So shout out to all you guys, right? Because look, we're making profits together. I make profits. I share the profits with y'all. Shout out to GMoney79. God bless you, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Boyan. Shout out to Boyan in the Casper crew. Shout out to Divine Hood in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Coons in the chat. What is going on? Shout out to John Ploney. Short squeezed, expecting more effery for the next few hours or so. Yeah, so it's 3 o'clock, heading into New York close. We could see some epic short squeezery going on. And yeah, so the two levels to really be aware of right now, guys, are going to be 44,000 and then 46,000. But let's keep in mind, that is only if we can hold above this. And right now, what we really want to see is a 4-hour candle close, in my opinion, above right where we're at now. I mean, a 4-hour candle close above 42K would be ultra bullish. A 4-hour candle close above 41,661 is going to be pretty dang bullish, right? We've already gotten a candle close above this previous support resistance flip here. So any candle close above this on the 4-hour is looking extremely nice. And when we go to the daily time frame, let's remove all this stuff. If we go to the daily time frame, yeah, guys. Honestly, if we close this daily candle above 41,700, that does look pretty dang bullish, does it not? That does look pretty dang bullish, does it not? It looks like we just came back down to the low. Now, look, here's the thing, guys. I expect these lows to get taken again. I expect it. I would be utterly shocked and appalled if we do not come back down and at least take these lows, right? And hit some of my lower targets. I am expecting more move to the downside here, but this short squeeze could continue over the weekend based on the things that we were seeing right now. Okay? But I would be shocked. I am expecting a lower high even if we squeeze up. I'm not closing my short trade from 48,640. I'm expecting something like this. Either something like this, or in a more medium-term bullish scenario, something like this. But I'm still expecting to eventually come back down and take these lows because this is a triple bottom. There's lots of liquidity down here. Man, there is so much stop losses to get stopped out here. And all this here, guys, as well. Zoop, I would expect to move down to at least the $37,000, $38,000 zone for our first bounce, then putting in another lower high, and eventually I am still holding to a $30,000 Bitcoin is most probable just based on historical cycles here. All right, so let's see what we can do here, guys. This is absolutely crazy. Crazy price action today. Insane. Insane. Shout out to my man, G Money. Thank you so much for the super chat. All right, a CDW. Yeah, CDW, a chicken's drinking water pattern. All right. Shout out to RC Moore. Hope you win one day. Maybe you will, my man. Shout out to Eng Matuz Gehelen. Can we look? Is this momentum? Are you momentum? Engine Matthias Gehlen, are you momentum, bro? Shout out to Ice Wallow. Shout out to the digital gold token winning 1,000 USDT. Shout out to David Prieto. Shout out to Trading Lifer. Shout out to Splashfire Films. For people who say I'm not giving away a 1K, make a short video. I don't care if people don't believe. Honestly, I don't care. I don't care. Win a 1 Bitcoin giveaway? I don't know. Maybe at 1 million subs, alright? Maybe at 1 million subs. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Always wondered what a CDW is. Yeah, CDW is basically it's a chicken's drinking water pattern. So let me show you guys what a CDW is. All right. A CDW is this, all right? When you have a level like this where there's a lot of liquidity below because people put their stop losses below here, and now below here, CDW is where the price dips down like this and then real quick gets a wick to the upside. This is what we were all waiting for basically to happen. It didn't happen. We kind of front ran that CDW. The reason why it's called a CDW is because it looks like the way a chicken drinks water. If you've ever seen a chicken drink water, what she does is she takes her beak and she real quick dips it into the water like this. All right, watch. Watch what she does. Real quick, she takes it and she dips it into the water like this. All right. Bam. Okay. Into the water real quick. You think price is breaking down, losing support, but then what happens? Okay, real quick, she pulls it out and laps it up. That is a chicken's drinking water pattern. Okay. Now, you want to see bullish divergences when this kind of things happen. Shout out to George Kislam. Chisom, or I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name properly, my friend. But shout out to the XR Pizzle. Shout out to Ripple. Big Butts 28 reveal at 1 million subs, guys. Shout out to my man IG for the super chat. Total 3 MC end bull run. What do you mean total 3 MC end bull run? Oh, market cap. Bitcoin. Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh man, I don't know. I have no idea. Nothing would surprise me. Probably Bitcoin and Ethereum, maybe Solana at the way things are going. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm sorry. I'm not the one to ask about that. Bitcoin's always going to be number one, man. Bitcoin's always going to be number one. All right, my thoughts on BingX. That is what's up. Bullish on BingX, okay? Shout out to Filecoin, gonna go up. Yeah, so I am bullish on Filecoin. Let's take a look at some other assets here, guys. While our Bitcoin long is pumping like crazy, man, I cannot even believe I got into this trade today, guys. It was a really weird day. It was a really weird day. I almost didn't take it. And then I took it. I went out to take care of the chickens. I went downstairs to have a little snack. And then I got the alert that my TP was hit. I'm like, dang, Bitcoin pumping, baby. Let's fire up the live. Yeah, let's take a look at some other assets here. Let's take a look at FIL. Because if you guys saw, I recently did a I recently did a live stream where I was buying Filecoin on spot. Right, I did a $15,000 altcoin shopping spree. And yeah, so let's take a look at FIL. But Bitcoin is pumping right now, man. Bitcoin is absolutely pumping right now. Look at this. You guys see this? We're almost at 42K. We might want to keep our eyes on this. Wow, we're about to make another high here. All right, guys, so this is going to be a very key level right here. $42,000, that 30-minute order block right there. Oh, man. It's also the weekly VWAP, and it's the 786 fib from the low to the high. All right, here we go, baby. Bitcoin getting a pumperoni and queso. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Bitcoin. Come on. Come on, Bitcoin. You can do it. Yeehaw! Jason, shut up, man. You're making a fool of yourself again on the internet. Come on. What's your mom gonna say? Yeah, I honestly, I'll be honest with you guys. I might tee some P at 44K here. Yeah, I'm probably gonna tee my next P at 44K. And then I'll tee some P at 46. But this is resistance. We need to, you guys can see with your own two eyes how important this $42,000 level is, right? Key support resistance flip-flop. Let's see if we can't get this claim, this reclaim. And while we're waiting for the claim, all right, while we're waiting for the claim, when will I close the short? I will never close the short, my friend. I will never close the short. I've already made enough money on the short to keep it open. I am not going to close my short from the high. All right, if my short gets stopped out, I will be in an almost equally sized long. So it's all good. It's not as big, but it's all good. It's all good. Let's see. I don't think that... Look, and if my short does get stopped out, I'm going to be shorting again from a higher price. I have plans to short higher. I do have plans to short higher. So let's see what happens. Okay, let's take a look at FIL coin. FIL coin, I'm bullish on it in the long term. Why am I bullish? Well, because we are consolidating right now into this kind of thing right here, right? Symmetrical triangle. And so for me, this is the buy zone, because in the bull market, this thing is going to break out. Let's put on good old market cipher B. We're on the 6 day. Let's go to the 7 day. I like the 7 day better than the week. 7 day. Let's see what we got here. Let's actually go to the week. Let's compare the week and the 7 day. You know, we don't have... Okay, so we do have bullish divergences on the weekly, on the low. Let's check out our 7 day again. Do we have bull divs on the 7 day? Yes, we've got bullish divergence as well on the 7 day, guys. And money flow is getting higher, actually crossing into the blue on the 7 day time frame and on the weekly, all right? They're slightly different. I know that people think they're the same, but they're not. I like the 7 day for a little bit of a different perspective here. Yeah, so look at this. From this triangle, if we're going to hit the high, right, that's a 4,000% gain, right? 3,500% gain from where we're at right now. So for me, Phil coin, Dr. Phil coin, this is the buy zone. This is the sell zone, around 90. And that's a really good risk-reward ratio. All right. Because even if this thing puts in a new low, let's say Bitcoin gets a black swan event and we hit some of our take profits at $10,000, right? Which could happen, right? Let's say that happens. Let's say this thing comes all the way down to like a new low, right? It hits 50 cents, all right? That's still a 15-to-1 risk-reward ratio, and we're not even shooting for the historic all-time high, right? To put that into non-log perspective for you, if this thing goes all the way down to 50 cents, all right, comes down another 90% from where we're at right now, it's still 15 times more reward than potential risk. Means you put $100 in here, right? You either lose $100 or you 15x it, baby. You know, I'll take the 15x to risk $100, you know? And if we do hit the highs, even if this thing goes to 50 cents, let's say we hit a new all-time high in this, right? Crazy, would be crazy, would be crazy. But that's like a 43x. Even if this thing goes down to 55 cents, that's 43 times more reward than risk. So yeah, I'd say that we've broken out of the downtrend here. Money flow curving to the upside, so I would be looking for this thing to break out within the coming months in the bull market, right? Leading to an eventual blow off top. I like it. I like it. Good old Phil coin, Dr. Phil coin. Shout out to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil coin. Where am I taking profits on the trade? So the way I kind of trade is like pretty relaxed. So like for me with the long trade that I'm in now and the long trade that I'm in right now, I don't have any take profit orders currently set here, okay? I'm just going to kind of let this thing ride. The reason is because I've already made money on the trade, and once I make money on a trade, I like to let it ride. That's just my style, all right? But targets right now, 46K is definitely going to be a place where I highly consider taking profit out of the long, unless things just look so bullish, then I won't take profit. The short trade that I'm in, from the setup we gave in the Casper crew, this thing, I have take profits set all the way down to $10,000. All right, 10,000 smackaroni and quesos. Why? Why? Because who knows? That's why. I hold a lot of Bitcoin on spot. I'm in multiple Bitcoin long trades. I'm still in a Bitcoin long trade from 37K on one of my MEXC accounts. So if Bitcoin is going to dump, and historically speaking, this is the place from where we dump from, I want to be holding a short, and I want to be making money on the way down to get back into Bitcoin. All right. The long trade, I'll have to assess the situation as it comes. The short trade, I've got my take profits set. All right. I've got them set. All right. Mover's going to shoot. Yeah, Mover's probably going to be a good one as well. All right. Shout out to Tom Crown in the chat. Shout out to Crypto Coons in the chat. Bitcoin just took the 200 SMA on the 15-minute. Interesting. You mean it reclaimed it? We're above it now? Bitcoin pumping, bro. Bitcoin pumping. Pumping. Bitcoin pumping. Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah, we do have some major resistances ahead. Yeah, the weekend might be bullish and then more red. Look, either way, yeah, I expect this to be a short squeeze that ends in more of a low eventually. I do still expect lower prices here on this, all right? Shout out to Waleed. Shout out to Lane Hughes. He's feeling the beat. How do you set those TPs in MEXC? The way you set a TP in MEXC is like this, all right? You go, I mean, if you're on a computer, hang on, let me. If you're on a computer, what you do is you come over here to your open trade and you click the price you want to close, right? Market or limit order. You could type in the exact price and then how much you want to close and then click close long. That will set a limit order, all right? So let's say I want to close at $100,000 and I want to close 25% of my position. Go ahead and close the long. There you go. I just undid it. All right. Man, we're about to get a crazy weekend price action on this Bitcoin. Shout out to Lane Hughes 1. What is going on, bro? Shout out to Straightway Life. He says dump so we can go to 38K next. I think eventually we might. Lane Hughes says even if we come back up double top. Yes, that's what I'm looking at, Lane Hughes. I am looking for a higher high and potentially shorting that as well. All right, guys, it is a Friday afternoon. I am going to head out, but may God bless you all in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, may everybody watching and listening be very blessed in Jesus' name. Even if you're not religious, for me, my relationship with Jesus is absolutely the most important thing in my life because it gives you a transcendent purpose and a hope in life when things seem so futile. And so I do pray everybody's blessed. May the Lord bless you. May He protect you. May He shine light upon you. May He have grace upon you. And may He turn His face towards you and give you wholeness. Huge shout out to JC301 for the super chat. How high might the short squeeze go? 44K, 46K, or 50,500. Those are the three targets. With that being said, guys, peace!